Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, I am joined with some pretty guests today. These are my fam, my cousins, and y'all can introduce yourselves actually. Go ahead.
Hi guys, it's Sara.
Hi, my name's Eman.
I'm Hanan.
Nabat.
And I'm also Eman.
I'll have all their Instagrams linked down below in case you want to stalk their faces after this video. But today we're actually going to do something really fun. We've kind of been talking about this for a while. It's similar to the group chat that Jay and Trey have, Jay and Trey. But we don't know what we're going to call it yet. It's going to be kind of once a month, sort of like a series of different topics. So if you guys have any requests for topics that you want to see in the future, then definitely let us know in the comments below. We'll tell you guys the topic of today's video very soon. But before that, make sure you're all subscribed to my channel by clicking the subscribe button down below, and also give this video a big thumbs up if you guys want to see this series continue.
Support our girl.
Yes. But yeah, I'm gonna let Hanan take over and let us know the topic today.
So I guess, for lack of a better title, our topic is about marriage, because we're all sort of at that age where all of our aunts and uncles are asking us when we're getting married. So, and I feel like we have our own opinions and views on this, and people our age also do. Yes. So we thought that it would be a great way to sort of hash out, you know, what needs to be hashed out.
Exactly. And by the way, if you guys are wondering about our ethnicities, obviously, first of all,
Somali.
Don't stop beef now.
We're all Ethiopian, or Harari to be exact, and obviously we're all Muslim, so it'll give you that cultural aspect of it as well, because I know a lot of Muslim women kind of struggle with the same situation, but then also culturally, a lot of East Africans have this sort of pressure with marriage as well. So yeah, let's get started on this discussion.
So I guess we can go down the line, or whoever, but what is your opinion on marrying someone outside of your culture? How do you feel about it, and how does your family feel about it?
I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, me neither.
But how does your mom feel about it?
True. That is a real question.
Yeah.
That is like,
To be honest with you, okay, so I basically feel like the number one important aspect is that he needs to be Muslim.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
His background shouldn't really mind, but it does mind to some people's parents.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just parents though, because I personally,
You don't.
not that I'm against it, but I'd rather marry someone I'm like,
You'd rather like
Your
a wild
preference.
preference.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
because it's easier,
Yeah.
and
I
it's like
get
you
that.
have a common you just has more to relate to, like you understand culture, like how you live your life in a certain way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But low-key, I feel like that's just the easy way out. Like you're just marrying him because he's gay, so or
It's not just because he's like the same
No,
race as
I
you,
know, but I'm saying like that's the easy way out. Where like if you were to like fall in love with someone,
Yeah, I feel like you're limiting your
yeah, for sure.
Okay, I feel like if you specifically like ignore all the other races just because you want to like date one culture or whatever, not races, culture, then you are limiting yourself.
Yeah.
But if you're just like
Attracted
to just your culture, like you don't find other
I mean, it
cultures
makes it
attractive,
easier.
like it makes it a lot.
makes life a lot easier. But
When it comes to like even like having kids in the future,
That's
you
a
guys
big
both
thing.
have the same culture, so you guys can raise them like, you know, with the same language, the same culture, everything like that is easy. But I mean, in other aspects, like you're missing out on so much more. Like,
Yes.
you can enjoy someone else's
much
culture
fun
and
to
learn
learn
so much
yeah.
more about someone else's culture if you maybe venture out and even marry your own, a different culture.
What you have to understand with us, like we don't see, like if you're not Muslim, like it's not happening. Like unless the person is like interested in maybe embracing Islam or something like that, like,
for sure.
like no,
And we can teach you, no?
like that strong foundation is being Muslim and having that like moral
exactly.
base.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
having the will to learn.
Yeah. But then so besides that point, like that's just a must. At least for me, and like I assume for you guys too. But after that, like I wouldn't block myself out from other cultures. Like if something were to happen, like you just like fell in love with this person's personality, but they don't happen to be your culture.
I don't think you should ever block it out just because someone else is like of a different culture.
Yeah.
Like if you're just actively looking, then okay. Like if you have your preferences, then okay. But if it just falls into your lap, you should be like, nah. No, because we're different cultures, it's not going to work because you can make anything work.
And also, like, we're all born in Canada, so I feel like that has a lot to do with it. Like, we were raised with other cultures, and like, as much as you want to talk about like, oh no, like it doesn't matter what the family says, like they have to accept them. Like it doesn't always happen.
But I feel like they're more likely to accept a guy who's also open, because if a guy comes from a culture that's like very strict and like if his family's more resistant to you, then your family's going to be just as resistant.
That's true.
Like, but if his family like embraces you, then like your parents are going to say like, oh well, if they love my daughter, then you know what I mean.
So is it important for you guys that your parents are like down?
Oh yeah,
100%.
Like if your parents aren't cool with you getting with someone from another culture, you would like break it off.
But at the same time,
it depends.
No, but at the same time, I feel like our parents do want the best for us.
Yeah.
But if they see that, you know, we're strong with we want to be with that specific person, I feel like if they're a good person, if they have good qualities, your parents wouldn't say, you know what I mean?
No, not necessarily,
But okay, for our culture, maybe. Like Bengalis, Pakistanis, I know them specifically. Like even if the person's Muslim, and I mean if you guys are from that culture, maybe you'll have more insight from me. But like even just speaking with my friends, like for example, one person that's Bengali trying to marry a Pakistani, which to me the cultures seem very similar. They're like, no, they have to be Bengali. Like that's it.
But think about it. That's like us getting with another East African.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. But exactly. But like I feel like our parents would be more accepting to like another East African than
I mean,
I don't know.
No, then someone else who's totally like not from Africa.
Oh
yeah. But even then, like it's just like why? It's like if this person's Muslim, if they have a great personality, if they treat their family right, like
coming like our parents' first generation to Canada, there's already like this big scare of like our loss of culture.
Exactly.
That's so
we don't all speak the language.
We're so small. We're not a big group of people.
Oh yeah. If you guys are like the area of Harar, or like the area of Ethiopia we're from, it's called Harar, and it's like, for lack of better terms, it's kind of a dying breed. Like there's
instinct.
Everyone's leaving the city.
Everyone's leaving the city. They're marrying outside of the culture. Like our generation, like barely knows the language. Like we do, sort of. But like after us, like I don't know. Like within one generation,
kids, like how strong will they be in learning your language? Like will your kids really know?
But I expect my kids to speak Gaysinan.
Which is why we're like, for example,
but you have to be strong in your culture to teach your children.
But that goes back to marrying someone in your culture.
Yeah, exactly. If you marry someone outside,
if you're confident and you're in your own culture and you know your culture, you can teach your children.
That's true.
I agree with that. Both people in the marriage don't have to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like if both of you were from different cultures, you can equally like put that strong.
I think it's important to find someone that will appreciate your culture and you will appreciate theirs. Like there's a good balance. There's not one person that's like, my culture is better, so our kids are going to be learning this only.
I feel like kids just gravitate towards one though.
I don't think so.
It's whenever whichever one is dominant. Like if the mom is like super
dominant,
like cultural and the dad's like okay, like we're in Canada.
Yeah, how many mixed kids are like, oh, I don't really follow that side of my family.
Yeah, it happens, you know.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed kids who like follow one side. They just say, oh, I'm like Hadari, for example.
Yeah,
they're like half Hadari, half like Arab. You know.
Yeah.
We'll say like each of our points.
Yeah.
To sum things up for me, I like in the end it would be nice to marry someone in my culture, but if there was like if it happened to be someone from another culture, I wouldn't be opposed to it.
Yeah.
Like you're
I feel like we all kind of feel the same.
I think we all feel the same.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next topic now. So Hanan, go ahead.
Yep. So how do you guys feel about marrying or being with someone that's younger than you?
I mean, it's not my cup of tea per se.
Okay, the way I see it, okay, you can be friends with so many people from different ages, and I feel like it's the same thing with relationships. Like, you can meet somebody and have a connection with someone who's like a year or two younger than you. Like, it's not going to be that much of
I mean,
it's your preference, fine.
Huh?
It's your preference at the end of the day.
I feel like it matters more where they are in their lives.
Exactly. I feel like the older you get, the smaller the gap becomes. Like if someone's 2 years younger than you, but you're like 30 and the person's like 28, like there's really not much. But if it's something like if you're I don't even know.
I just feel like what I feel like is that for girls specifically, like it's a gender thing.
Yeah, it
for
is
girls, like it's always
that's true.
people always look to someone their age or someone older. But for guys, how many guys get with
always.
Guys, I feel like do go for older girls.
They'll go for older girls or younger girls.
Or
like
younger,
it's
younger.
easier for guys to do
Yeah.
that. But it's the stigma. Like people are like, "Ooh, this girl's like a cougar. Like this girl's going for young."
Well, it depends on how many years that she's older.
Yes,
That's true too.
And it depends on the maturity level too. I feel
true.
like, like if this person, like for example, you didn't know their age before you guys started talking, like maybe that just never got brought up the first couple conversations, and like they seem like a very mature person, whatever, and then they say their age. I feel like it would throw me off, and I feel like, whoa. Right? Like that. If you think of it in that sense, then that kind of tells you how you feel about it. You know?
I'm definitely bothering.
I think I feel like it would bother
someone
me.
younger than
I feel like there's an extent, like a year you can probably work.
A year, you can work.
Once you're getting into 3-4, then you're
like,
I'm not babysitting. I'm not babysitting.
No. I thought like that. Like if you asked me this a few years ago, I'd be like 5 years and older. Older has always like I don't know why, but that's just always been my thought process. But now as we're getting older, someone who's like a year younger than me or a few months younger than me, like
a few months. That's
you must nothing to begin with. If you're in the same year and they're a few months younger than you, you're the same age.
But they're born in December.
Are they
30 days younger than him?
They won't talk to you. That's so no.
That's extreme. No, but I'm saying as you get older, if the maturity level is there, and I mean, I'm a lot, maybe 1-2 years slide. Here's the thing, though.
I don't know.
I feel
it's about maturity.
It's about maturity, but in general, like I don't want to be like pointing fingers, but I feel like in general, guys mature slower anyway.
That's true.
So if you get with a guy, say for example, 2 years younger than you, when you're hitting like when you're like 26 plus, and say he's like 24, 23. He's gonna have the mentality of like an 18-year-old guy.
I don't want to.
I said in general though. You're telling me a guy that's 2+ years younger than you, you're gonna have the same maturity level as him?
Some men mature different. It depends on where he is in life. And it depends on where his mindset is. You know what I mean? Some people are.
That's why she's saying the older you get, the smaller the gap becomes. If he's like 30 and you're 32,
imagine like you're a university graduate, whatever. And this person's still like second year of university.
Buddy, no way.
You're gonna be waiting a while. Like I know some people are like you can get married in university, whatever. But
if you're both
for me personally, I couldn't do it.
No, if you're like in 3rd year and he's in 1st year, I could let that slide.
Really?
No, just think about it. It's better than her being a working woman and then the guy just entered 1st year university. Like she's like looking to like build her career.
But think about the long term.
He's just thinking about his.
But like so many. No. Because imagine the person you were in 1st year, 2nd year. The person you are when you graduate. Completely different. You have a different mindset. No. You're already working, family. Things are changing.
This is some sugar mama. We're not doing no sugar. No.
You could be the sugar mama for a couple years.
No, but the thing is, when you get into the working world, you might change too.
But you're changing together. You still have that relationship, that friendship. It's still the same.
No, because I feel like you're ready to move on, and he's just trying to figure out where he's trying to go in life. Like you're not at the
in
same
2
level.
different levels of life. Different.
Your concern could be, I'm trying to save for a down payment for a house. His concern would be, fuck, I have a it would be like, crap, I have a midterm next week. Look at your priorities.
That's true.
I know, but why are you together in the first place?
That's the thing. That's a whole discussion.
So I agree.
Let's say we were both in the working world, and he's younger than me by like a year. I don't know.
It can
I'll
go
be
on.
fine with that.
Because you're in the same stage of life.
And
you guys can actually talk about relevant topics together.
What about older though?
Hell yeah!
Ooh, yeah.
No,
but he can't be like 45. He can't be 45.
I got a 5-year window.
I think the sweet spot is like plus or minus 2 years.
3.
I think even. Or 3, yeah.
Listen, at our age, I feel like once a guy hits 30, it's like he skips at like our age range and he goes from teenager to like old man status, like real quick.
Old man status.
I think that's how I feel.
But why would you get with an older guy and not a younger guy? Like you guys are still at different stages in your life.
I mean, but at the same time,
women
the older man has his stuff to
But you're still worrying about your midterms and he's in the working world.
But
like,
women mature.
But I also
That's a generalization.
I feel like that's a societal thing. Like
Yeah, it
we've been
is.
programmed to
But
think
here's
it's
the thing,
okay to get with someone older.
No, but here's the thing though, I feel like he'll motivate you and he'll like.
You can motivate the guy. guy then.
his maturity level is.
Yeah, why can't you motivate the
Yeah,
guy?
who
If
was
he's
it?
younger than you.
It's too much work.
Because you're already doing that,
That's
whether
not fair,
whether he's younger than you or not. You're already motivating the guy anyway.
Okay, so how can we close this
Topic.
topic?
I think we kind of differ on our opinions of getting with a
Yeah.
younger guy,
Mm-hmm.
but we all agree that it has to do with maturity level, right? And like
Yeah.
your stage of life.
Okay, so
the
let's
stage
go
of life
around.
is probably
Yeah.
the biggest.
And everyone say either yes or no.
Yeah. Okay.
Start from you, because I started.
So what are we doing?
Just
Just
like
what you said.
Younger guy, yes or no?
Yes.
Like a year.
So that's a yes.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, depends, but yes.
I'm not trying to babysit. No.
Sara,
It's a very soft yes. Like it's a maybe, depending on how you are.
like it depends.
Yeah, it depends.
I'm more of a no, but like
Yeah.
depends on the person.
Like
I
you have
hear
to be
talk.
exceptional. I feel like.
Yeah,
If
like-
you're gonna make that.
Yeah,
Blow me
That's-
away.
you have to be
Yeah, you have to be
Yeah.
exceptional.
because I have high standards,
Thank
and
you.
like, not that a younger guy can't give me, but I'd say,
Ooh,
I
careful with your words.
Okay, whatever. I think, I think I'm a no.
Mm-hmm.
It's a no from me.
Yeah, for me.
I don't like putting a number on it because it depends.
I like putting out a number.
When I see it, I feel like
I don't like to
when
go
you
by
get
that.
into a relationship, maybe you should like build your relationship together. Sometimes if you're going with someone that's way like older than you,
Yeah.
you're more just adapting into his
Yes,
life
That's so true.
instead of like building a life together.
So
kind
true.
of.
I agree.
So that's why I'm like, it's very close in age is better.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When do you feel like it's the proper time for you to settle down?
When you're ready.
And when is that?
I don't think there's a specific.
I think you should be at least close to or finishing your schooling.
Yeah.
That's my personal thing. If you're ready to like, I feel like you have to figure out where you are in life first.
What you want to do.
And then before you can bring someone else into
Yes,
your life.
yeah, yeah.
So like if you're still like if you want to find your job first or like finish school or whatever, then that's where you should be. Like I don't feel like I should be getting married and trying to build a home and everything while I'm still trying to focus on midterms
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like
yeah.
finding a
100%.
job. Like
I
that's
think-
way too much on your plate.
That's
and
true.
you should like
That's what I was saying. Like, you need to establish.
I think after university was always like in my head, I'm like, after I'm completely done school, like whatever, then.
Yes.
And I know some people are like, but you can still like get
Yeah.
married during school and then build a life together, like blah blah blah. I'm like, yeah, you can, but like I ain't got time to be doing midterms, exams,
and then go home
assignments,
for
and
your
then
family.
have a man to worry about too. Like no, like I can't even do that. Like it's a big commitment. Like marriage is a huge commitment, and you can't like you can't half-ass it, you know. So that's
This
why
is
I
just
always
for
said
marriage, right? Not like getting into a relationship.
I think just for
No.
marriage.
No, just for marriage.
Okay,
Settle
fine.
down.
Okay, what about
settling down. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, settling down for this question.
I would say after school for sure.
Yeah.
Because like I want to focus on myself in those like prime years. Like,
Exactly.
Like 4 years. I want to focus on
Yeah.
myself, finish my degree, like have that personal growth within myself,
Yes.
and
Yes.
then like focus on getting with someone.
And at this point, when you're a lot younger and you think back of how you were back then, you're like, okay, I'm definitely not very
Yeah.
ready to
In
get
high school, I literally was like, I'm gonna be married by 23.
I know.
Fine.
Yeah.
By 26, I'm gonna have a house. Like, no.
I don't think age matters. I think it's just like your life experience. Like some people go through shit when they're younger and then they mature a lot faster. But I know like for me, I think for all of us, we've all kind of been somewhat sheltered growing up.
Yes, I agree.
And like I feel like now we're like slowly starting to like dip our feet in the pond and we're like really experiencing life as we're, you know, graduating from school and going into the workforce and stuff. So I think now, like even though I feel like we're in the prime time, like 24,
Yeah.
23, 21.
A lot of people are so quick to jump into relationships when they don't
Yeah.
even know themselves.
Exactly.
You know, that's
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
wrong.
it. That's another question.
Yeah.
in itself.
But do you think it's because of the pressure though, like of society or
100%.
our community?
Our community for sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I feel like the only reason why they pressured is because like if I look at my mom when she was my age, she had me and Sabri.
Mm-hmm.
And her and my dad were both working full-time jobs.
Mhm.
And they had like a household and like a home that they were caring for. And then when I compare myself to that, but I'm like at the same time, look at my life and her life is totally different.
Look how, yeah, look
They
what they
think from
experienced.
exactly, yeah. So I understand like their concern is that they just want to have grandchildren in their lifetime, right? Like okay, I get that. You'll get your grandchildren.
But
But
lifetime.
But they also want
I don't
us
know
to be
about that.
like, especially for us, because,
Mhm.
like our parents want us to be 100.
yeah, but like I'm saying like
academically, financially, and then like worry about the man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but I'm saying like in terms of the pressure of marriage, not like being
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
for them, I feel like in our community, marriage is always seen as like what's the word, like an accomplishment.
It's like the epitome of success.
But I feel like it's not an accomplishment. It's just it's just the next stage in your life. It's not. It's just like, it's a challenge.
Exactly.
Yeah, like not everyone has like marriage isn't for everyone. I don't think.
100%. When a lot more people our age start to get married,
you know what I mean? Y'all know who you are.
They'll be like,
look what you did.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, slow down.
Let me get my
I don't know.
first.
It's funny because that pressure's only in like immigrant communities. Like you don't see white people getting married.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
I mean, those random vloggers.
I mean,
but listen, they get married because they want to, not because their parents are pressuring them. They just want to get married because they're ready for it and whatever.
Yeah, and after a certain point, like some people who date for so long, like at like 23, like we've been together for like 5 years.
Exactly.
Like, you know, like,
but like for us, it's like no, you just have to get married. Like,
and it's like taboo if you like pass that like cutoff age.
I mean, if you're 30 in our culture and a woman not married, something's wrong.
Yeah, they always think that. They're just like, what's wrong with this chick? Like, why isn't she married? But
crazy.
But if a guy was 30 and single, it's like he's prime time.
He's just blossoming into the man he's
just blossoming. Like,
I don't know if this exists in the Harari culture, but like, is arranged marriages like it's not that big in our culture, right?
Not that common.
It's not arranged marriages. It's like introduction. It's like grandma like introduce us or like whatever to people, and then if it works, it works. If
like
it doesn't,
do what you want.
So, but that's the thing. I just wanted to mention that because I think that's a big difference, especially to some people maybe watching this that. Maybe they have the pressures of marriage because they're like their family's literally like, I have a man ready for you and you guys are gonna get married. It's just a matter of like when.
That's arranged marriage.
That's and I just want to make that point because like that doesn't really happen in our culture. So that's why we get so many pressures because they're like, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to find a man and then get married within this certain time frame.
Yeah, my dad's always just like, when are you gonna get married? I'm like, are you gonna help me find a man?
Yeah, like you just gonna are you gonna let me even talk to this nigga?
No, but I'm not against the intro. I'm with it.
Yeah.
No, but so you're open to someone introducing you, but you're not open to like basically having a catalog of men.
No,
you know why? You know why?
We're about advertising.
No.
People are more likely to buy shit. Okay, I'm saying buy very lightly. People are more likely to buy something if a friend recommends it than if they're just browsing the catalog.
How do you feel about like meeting someone online like that?
How do you feel about meeting someone online? In case you guys didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Like sliding in the DM. Like,
okay, first of all, like we are in the social media age. We are in the digital age.
we is.
So
hold on, I got a question for you though.
Alright, what's your question?
My question is, okay, you acknowledge that we're in the social media age.
Yes.
If a
Gentleman.
like a 6 type of guy, a 6 at
Who's a 6?
Oh.
6 type of guy.
I mean,
6 out of 10 guy hits you up in the DM like, hey,
And you have no idea who this person is.
you've never seen him.
No mutual
No
friends?
mutual friends?
I mean, it's Instagram. It doesn't really show you your mutual.
Yeah,
it does. Like it says
Followed by.
Followed by.
Listen, trust me, I researched all of that. It shows.
All right. Okay, let's just say he knew some friend from like another city that you don't really know that well, but like you kind of met here and there, but you follow each other. So he has like 1-2 mutual friends.
Okay.
He hits you up. He's like, hey, I think you're so pretty. You look like you could be fun.
Ooh. You look like you
I mean, not. I mean,
No.
But in one part of it, he clearly judged you by your social profile.
So this is the rule of thumb. This is the rule of thumb.
What?
If a random
No, but let me finish the scenario.
Stop calling him a gentleman.
Okay, so the man. Continue. The man hits you up.
I like that.
He's like, you cool. I want to get to know you. Would you give him a chance, or would you just be like, bye, and not even open the message?
I wouldn't open the message.
Okay, I open the message.
It depends. If he starts like, hey, sweetie, you're beautiful.
That's no.
So if he comes about it in a less creepy way, being like, what does he have to say for you to open the message?
No, okay, the thing is, I literally assume that everyone just wants to be my friend.
Oh,
No, that's what she.
No, I do that.
That's a different video. Y'all know how we feel about that. No man will slide in your DMs.
I learned that.
Let's be friends.
What's the weather like in Toronto?
No, but like,
No.
small where you think
You want to be
Listen,
special
this is
friend.
the rule of thumb.
Okay.
If a random guy DMs you, if there's no mutual friends,
Yeah,
you can't even lie. You won't even look twice.
No.
Yeah.
If he's
Uh-huh.
listen, if he has like 32 mutual friends, you'd be like, okay, I might know this person.
Yeah.
And then you like do your little
Exactly.
investigating.
He just wants to be friends.
And you
no?
might follow back if he follows you.
Why would he
It
want to be friends?
No, okay. It's just
He doesn't have enough friends.
yeah, he's not trying to be your friend.
Mm-mm.
Alright.
He's trying to be your special friend.
Yeah, so no, but if you have a lot of mutual friends, you might be like interested to know who he is. But it really that message better be smooth. You can't come off as creepy.
No, you
want
have
to
to
game.
have game.
Yeah.
You
If
want
you-
to
no,
game?
if
No,
it's
but it's a
game,
different
it has
type
to
of
be-
game.
What type of game? Please tell me.
Like, it's not like, hey, what's up? You beautiful. Nah.
Okay.
You have to be like, you know, something that's gonna.
If he somehow your eye, you said something funny,
Yeah.
but like it was low key cheesy, but it was funny. So
Yeah.
Like you can't come off as I like you. Let's get to know each other. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, he obviously wouldn't say that. What if he was fine?
He could have just came out of jail yesterday.
Like if he was fine, I'm saying.
That's what
You
she
still
said.
don't know him.
I mean,
Yeah, so you'd hit him back.
I probably
I mean, but if he was fine.
Yeah.
I'm mad, you know.
So then you're just being shallow, because if he was like a 6.
Okay, okay.
It's not
No,
about
I
the
feel
looks, though.
It's really
It is
not.
though.
No, but
If
you
a
know
man-
what?
man hit you up, you're telling
But
me
you know
like,
what?
If they
You're saying no. You're saying
No,
it's
no.
not about the looks though. At that first interaction, it is.
That's
No,
I don't know your
creepy
personality.
profile, but like he has one
what's the
selfie, he
creepy
looks good.
profile?
I don't know, like
Well, he has like anime.
No, but
shit
think
like
about
that.
it,
Think about it this way: if it wasn't about the
What if he's a
looks,
model? What if he's a model in New York and he was like, hey Sara?
I'd be like, hey you.
no, but like, yeah, like, why are you here? Like, what is your intention? Sorry.
Yeah, but like, are you lost though? Like,
first
What if it was like you knew the person,
Mhm.
but you didn't know them in person? Like you've never met in person, but you've heard of them.
Yeah.
Like maybe from like
No, that's
another
okay.
community
That's
in a
okay.
different country.
I would most likely
I think
reply.
I would
Yeah, I would
reply.
most likely reply.
If I know
We have
of you,
mutuals. Yeah.
then that's okay.
I feel like
And
in our community-
would you build a relationship just solely online?
No.
No.
Oh, but I have a question.
Really? You wouldn't.
No.
No.
I need to meet
I'd
you
be-
once. If
Yeah,
the chemistry online don't match the chemistry in person, that's a problem.
But what if
Yeah.
you've been? What if you guys have just been friends for like 6 months, or whatever? You're obviously gonna like catch feelings, even if you've never met.
But to the
person.
social media,
No,
person
you can like, you can
no,
like.
I might
person.
catch feelings, but I won't take it to the next step without
Okay.
meeting you in person.
Yeah.
No, but I have a question though. Okay, so how do you guys feel about a guy sliding in your DMs or reaching out to someone, kind of like arrange meeting kind of thing?
Or
Like, be like,
oh,
listen,
like,
I'm interested in this girl. I don't want to come off as disrespectful.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Like, how
I
should I
respect that.
approach that?
I
You know what I
I
mean?
think, I think
Yeah,
that's
I
good.
just
That's
feel
a
like
really good way.
That
Yeah.
shows that you respect me.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So like we're all saying like social media relationships could work.
See, that's a strong word. Social media relationships means it was based and founded on social
Yes.
media.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Hello.
No, okay.
I'm done.
Obviously until you meet.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
I've met like girls, for example.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I've met some of my really good friends
Okay.
online.
That's true.
And then
But
met in
you
person and
say-
we clicked. Like it's
Okay.
fine.
But you stay
Okay.
friends. That's what I'm saying. Like I
Yeah.
feel like you should remain friends until you meet in person. And
Sometimes that doesn't always happen.
But if
Yeah,
you
you
start
can't
liking
control
girls,
your feelings.
But
But,
you
like,
control your feelings.
the way some people, the way they are online and the way they are in person is very different.
100%, yeah.
So like you don't want to end up being in this like weird relationship and then you finally meet and you're like
yeah, that's true.
oh my gosh.
And another thing with that is you have to be FaceTime and Skype with someone because I'm not trying to be catfish.
Yeah.
I would never know, but I feel like
It can happen.
I wouldn't feel comfortable if I only knew the person through Instagram. They're like, yo, let's
Yeah.
FaceTime. I'd be
What
like,
if he listen? What
No,
if the guy
why?
lives in DC? Like, you know what I mean?
It honestly
if it's
depends
like
on the person.
if it's like I kind of know of you,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever.
That's what
Like,
I'm
I feel
saying.
like
At a certain point, like
yeah.
you have to know someone you know
Yeah.
to even start talking.
Yeah.
And then like I feel like you can get to know someone, but to an extent.
Yeah.
And online, like,
No,
you'll
I'm
never know
not-
someone fully.
Yeah.
If you know
I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. If let's say a guy is interested and I'm interested in you, I will stalk your life. I need to
Legit.
know everything about you.
Yeah.
Because 10, 15 years down the line, I'm not trying to cry like getting married to someone I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It depends on the person. That's all
But
I-
it would be different if, like, say one day you randomly met and then you started talking online. Like, you don't know them or anything. You just like, oh, one time I was at this event. We met. And then you started, like, then it'd be different because you know how they act around a person. So then if you start a relationship online, it wouldn't be as different as, like, completely out of nowhere came online and then you started one.
Okay, so you guys let us know your thoughts as well. But we're gonna move on to the next topic.
So our next topic is the wrong guys trying to holler.
Yes.
So some people be like, oh, you guys are so beautiful, you guys are this, that, where, you know, where are all the fellas? Oh, they're there. But they're not the right one. So what do you guys feel about that?
We have standards. Like, we're not just gonna throw ourselves into a relationship because time is running out or whatever and you're trying to get married. Like, I've seen many relationships fall apart for that reason specifically. So
they, like, victimize themselves. They, like, because they say, like, oh, like, it takes so much courage for a guy to, like, ask a girl out, and then if you guys are just gonna be bitches and, like, swear to us every single time, like, y'all are too stuck
I mean,
up,
you better come correct then.
No, but then they're gonna
you know what I mean?
I just feel like they're, like, for girls who are pushing, like, the 25 plus, they'll be like, well, that's why you're single then.
No.
But you know what I mean? Like, I've gotten so many people that say, don't be picky, have an open mind. Like,
we can be as picky as we want. If the end goal is being with this person for the rest of our lives, hell yeah, we're gonna be picky.
I don't know. I feel like girls get a bad rep for like rejecting or just like letting that one go.
Like, no offense to guys that hit us up, but, like, we don't gotta reply.
Like, I get it takes courage, but it takes courage for us to say no.
But you know what? Some
because
guys
chances are he's gonna go and tell his friends that you're such a bitch.
But they're coming about it the wrong way. Sometimes like they want more from you. Like, first of all, there's so many F boys, okay? That come at you like,
Muslim.
There's
a lot.
You know, we try to be better Muslims all the time, you know? And, like, there's guys that are like, oh, send me a picture without your hijab on. Like, nobody wants that kind of guy. Like, you know?
We call those men waste.
Waste man.
A waste.
Like, that's, like, the biggest thing for me. Like, if you don't want to get to know someone's inside before, like, getting to know what they look like physically, then bye. Like, you know, you're not the one for me.
Because sometimes girls are in their heads as well. They're like, you know, maybe people are right. Like, maybe I should just give these people a chance. And, like, maybe they'll put themselves in that. And they put themselves in that position. Maybe they're in a relationship for a small amount of time and they realize, they're like, why am I setting my standards lower? Because everyone is telling me to stop being picky. And then things fall apart and you're like, well, I should have just listened to myself in the first place.
I'd rather get married later and find a bomb-ass dude rather than settling for some little side thing over here and then regretting it like a few years down the line.
The relationship depends on your parents. Like, if you have a really close relationship where you tell them everything, like, you can tell them early on. Like, you know, you have that relationship and you can just, you're comfortable enough to be like, hey, I'm talking to this person. Like, what do you think? Like, ask for advice. But if you're not that close, like, maybe
it's hard.
Yeah, it's difficult.
I mean, I feel like just to save yourself the trouble, it's better for you to just figure it out on your own. When you know for sure that, okay, this might be someone that I want to, like, introduce my parents to, then you can think about that. But, like, you don't want to have to, like, say it too early and then, okay, things didn't work out. And then it's, like, weird. Having to explain that, like,
exactly.
Go through that. Like,
that's true.
I think it's easier to tell friends first and then branch off and maybe ask your friends, like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? You know?
Because, I mean, especially for us, because, like, we know how each other's parents think. We know each other well enough that we can, like, seek advice from each other.
Yeah, for sure.
The last topic, which is probably, like, the most debated topic in, like, every group of friends, is personality versus looks. Personality versus. What's more important to you guys? Or
personality.
But here's the thing, however, looks have to play a factor. Because, you know what I mean? First impression is looks. Let's be honest.
I don't know. For me, it's opposite.
Really?
Looks?
No, I feel like personality first.
For first impression?
Oh, I thought you meant.
Because for me, I don't like.
That's true. I don't go into things
like, oh, this person looks attractive.
Like, I want to talk to him.
First I go into, you know, I go into it as
I'm sorry. We'll have a conversation, but it's gonna end there. Like, what happened? Hey, we can be friends. Sahib all day.
But I go into things more as, like, friends first, and then your personality attracts me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see like, I feel like you can grow to like someone's looks.
We can always like grow to love like someone's looks, for example. Like you might be in love with their personality and maybe you're just like, no, it would never happen. Like I'm not just attracted to them. But then as you start talking, we just develop feelings, but like it's different for men.
You start to find them
because men find it harder.
Men don't think with their head. That's why.
Exactly.
Well, I mean,
That's a stereotype.
but not the one that is head.
That's a stereotype.
No, but I feel like they do seek that deeper connection. They look for the personality, but she gotta be sweet tough.
Yeah, she gotta be a dime plus 99. Like,
I feel like
but not everyone is down to 99. Other people are in relationships.
Beauty is in the eye.
I mean, well, you know, that's
No, I think it's 50-50 because
For me, I wouldn't say 50-50.
okay, 60-40.
I didn't say I'll say like 70% personality, 30% looks.
Damn.
I mean, the person could still be beautiful.
Actually,
But I've met guys that are like fine, and even like their personality might be good, but there might just be one part of their personality that's not good, and I'm like, but I'm not attracted to them anymore.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Even if they're fine, like I can't.
I feel like a girlfriend got as a 10, you know?
Why?
I know sometimes it's more.
Just, you know,
Not
Gotta be a good
7.5.
I don't really see that.
No, first of all, I got a 9 that's better looking than me. Which is hard. You know what I mean? But no.
Listen though, here's the thing.
I want a tracking device.
Sara, there's gotta be something you find attractive.
Yeah, obviously.
Because I can't be waking up every day and, you know, like
Yeah, I
Right.
can't really.
Maybe the guy started out as like ugly to you or like not that cute.
They grow on you a
They
little,
grow
right?
on you, and then you start to find little things. You're like, you know what? That part of him is actually pretty cute.
You can like
get a nice picture.
Yeah, 100%.
Get like a nice
I
hat.
agree.
Sunglasses.
Yo,
Scarves. A haircut.
Like if he's a 12,
Yeah.
20.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
uncomfortable because I know there's Halima or whoever in his DM trying to holler. I'm not
Yeah.
like
I think that's the end of our discussions for today.
Yeah.
I hope you guys learned a lot from this video.
Don't be a
And if you, we want to continue the discussion in the comments. So like,
yeah.
give us your advice. We'll be creeping. Don't worry. Sara's always in the comments.
Exactly.
But start a discussion in the comments. We'd love to know like your side of things. Maybe you guys are from a different culture and things are different in the way you guys run things. But yeah, just leave a comment below. And if you guys have any other topics that you guys would like us to discuss, let us know down below as well. You can message me on Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter. All their Instagrams will be listed down below, of course, so you guys can
like follow me. Yeah.
so
I mean,
definitely follow them. They're my
watch out
friends,
for the DMs though.
That's true.
She'll reply.
No, I will be done. Never know.
Oh my god. Okay guys, so that is it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a big thumbs up and we'll see you in our next video. Bye!